Oh my gosh, a whole week went by and we haven't been cooking. So, anybody ready? Let's get cooking. Just got back from a bike ride. Got rained on a little bit, but not too bad. It was a pretty nice day. We even had sunshine for some of it. So, spring's around the corner. I just know it. Monday is Emmy's birthday. So we like to make each other's dinner for their birthdays, and tonight was their night they had free. So Emma and Dennis are coming, and my sister Carol, and maybe Edgar, our builder. So I'm getting things ready, and one thing I'm doing is I thawed some stuff, some chili and some cauliflower bisque from last week, and I'm just going to toss it all together in the Instant Pot and put it on warm, and that should be ready to serve once everybody gets here. So I'm just going to dump everything in, and that's going to be our soup. This was the sweet potato chili, and then I've got the red lentil chili, which was both of them were delicious. So how can you go wrong? And I just figured actually that's not the cauliflower, that's the onion soup. I thought, boy, that would go really good with the chilies. I hope. That's what I'm doing. There's plenty here. And Emma's on this thing where she's trying to eat higher calorie density foods. Oh, who we got? Gina, Jesse. Hey, Emmy's my best friend. So whenever I'm doing Instagrams on our bike rides, that's Emma that's with me. And Emma's vegan also. And Dennis is too. They're my biking bet buddies. We're all vegan. In fact, we're going to have a potluck this Wednesday, unless it snows, which it's supposed to. Okay, boy, I hope that's enough for everybody. What do you guys think? See if this is enough. Oops, I'm on one of my wheels here. I don't know if that's enough for everybody. It's in an 8-quart pan. Hopefully that's enough. Yeah, 36 miles. No big deal. Boy, that's not even half full. What do you think, you guys? Gosh, it was 3 jars, and it's 4 cups of the onion soup. Oh, it'll be enough. I'm fretting. I'm going to make a bunch of other stuff too. I'm having soup. I'm making corn muffins, making a big kale salad. What else? Well, that's what I'm making. I could bake some potatoes. How about that? Maybe I'll get some potatoes going too. Or I could make a big thing of rice. Oh, and for the corn muffins, I don't use maple syrup. Tammy uses maple syrup, but I've got 3 dates here, and so I'm going to start soaking them in the milk, and I just blend them all together with the flax. And I'm low on flax, so I'm going to mix some flax and hemp and chia for my flaxseed. It's 1.5 tablespoons of flax, and that's all I have today. I don't even think it's a teaspoon. So I stopped at Walmart. Oh yeah, it's a little bit more than a teaspoon, to get some cornmeal. And the Walmart here, it was all enriched and degerminated, and I couldn't buy it. I couldn't bring myself to. It had all kinds of crap in it. Okay, so that's a tablespoon. So I'll go ahead and put the rest of the flax in there. Well, that's half a teaspoon. So a tablespoon and a teaspoon. So I need a little bit more. I'll do a teaspoon of chia. There we go. That ought to do it. See if that makes any difference. I'm always doing substitutions. All right. So I'm going to turn on this Instant Pot. That's, the milk. You got to have the milk in there so it can be soaking. I've used up my 1 cup container, so I'll do, well, you can see here. I'll do 2 half cups. This is oat milk I made the other day with oat groats. Did I do that right? Yeah, I guess I did. Okay, so we can let that soak. And there's just enough milk for Steven's breakfast. So that's good. And then I put my top on the Instant Pot here. And actually, I don't need to lock it or anything. I'm just going to put it on. What should I put it on? I can just put it on warm. It says 10. Or I could put it on slow cook. It's on normal. I'll just put it on slow cook. Slow cook doesn't need to be sealed, I don't think. Pretty Girl's mom! Yay! Karen! Hi, Karen. Oh, how was the Saturday check-in? I missed it because I was riding. So that's the first one I've missed in a long time. You guys, oh, my nose looks chilly. Yeah, my hands are chilly. You should feel them. They're like ice cubes. So I'm staying bundled up to try to warm up a little bit. Darn, I love the Saturday check-in. Okay, so the soup's doing something. Corn muffins, cobbler, and salad. What should we do next? Well, I'm not going to cook the cobbler until they're here, but I'm going to go ahead and put it together. So I've got cherries and a little bit of pineapple, and I was frosting some mango, enough so I could get it out of the package. There. So I'll let that just sit and thaw a little bit. And then I can put together. You guys tried cobbler with cherries? It's so good. It's so rich. Oh my goodness. So how about I'll do the topping. 2 cups of oats. I need something to mix it in here. So how'd everybody do on the reboot? I stayed the same, 116 pounds. It's just a miracle. Oh, not a lot of people today at the check-in, huh? Hey, Pretty Girl's mom, it's going great. Just went for a bike ride. Hey, Joyce J. Hi, you're here. Very good. I'm glad to see people today. I missed you guys last week. It was so hard, but I just didn't really have anything to cook because it was all, eating the leftovers from the reboot. But we're getting through them. Let's see. I still have used. I'm gonna empty out one of my 1 cup measures. I got this cup of frozen corn for the corn muffins. All right, so put a couple of cups of oats to make the topping for the cobbler. There's 1, 2, and then mix the oats and the spices first. So we got some cinnamon. She puts in nice. amount of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons. Now there's a girl after my own heart. I love cinnamon. Catching it. And I'm supposed to do a quarter teaspoon. And you can't overdo much. So I'll try not to do more than a quarter. Measure here. It's big now. There's half. Oh, there's my quarter way now. Well, I got some new measuring spoons because Stephen took my measuring spoons because he needed them out in the shop. So I got some new ones. Gina, I know, wasn't it cool that I could have all those wonderful desserts and not gain a pound at 116? I was shocked. I really was. I thought, okay, time for the truth. And then I'll, do Mary's Mini or something. And I didn't have to do anything. It was so cool. It's just a miracle. It encourages me all the more to want to come on here and show everybody what I eat, because I eat a lot of food. Did you see my picture of what I took for on the bike today? Now, of course, because of the weather, we couldn't really stop, but I still managed to eat almost all of it. I've got one little mandarin orange left, and I had carrots and cucumber and celery, and then I had a serving of hummus that's, tahini free. It's all fat free. Sound's gone? There's no sound? Oh, I wonder why sound is going in. Let me see. Ah, okay. No, that's fine. No, it should be fine. Okay, I'm coming back. Is it okay now? Hi, Jonathan. I'm looking at my microphone. Apps using your microphone. Google Chrome. That's good. That's what I'm on. Let me click on this and see. Oh, it's back. Okay. It looked like it was trying to hook into my earbuds, but I went and made sure that they weren't there, so they weren't able to. So, hot fa dieting would be Jonathan. Did you see Jonathan's down to 272 pounds? Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited for him. It's so fun watching you go down, John. You're just looking more and more like just a, non-obese person, not just, oh, so cool. Any cords that could be tightened or replugged? Well, there's always that, isn't there? Everything looks good. Yeah, everything looks good. Loose microphone plug. No, everything's plugged in the only way I know how to do it, but the microphone is showing. Well, okay, now let me look at something else here. Okay. All right, let me get rid of that. Okay. How about, go to my live. Is that any better? I restarted YouTube and the sound is fine now. Oh, you're back perfectly. Okay. Karen, you missed Jonathan's check-in. Oh my gosh, he lost some more. It's so great. He just keeps on whittling away that weight. Jonathan, you've got to come back on AJ, Chef AJ. and give an update. I mean, can you imagine like if when you're 250, that would be so cool. Just you're just such an inspiration. I just love to check in. I just think it would be so cool. We love it. We love a story like that. Don't we, gals? Okay, so I put in the nutmeg and the cinnamon. Now I'm going to put in, here's my nutmeg in my little quarter teaspoon. And then the cardamom is an eighth. And I actually even have a little eighth of a measured thing. They're all magnet, but they stick when I don't want them to. And then they don't stick when I want them to. There. Okay, so let me mix that up. And then we'll add in the banana. You know, the night before I weighed in, we had fruit cobbler, and I made a banana creamy, and we each had a quarter of the banana creamy, and I've got a little scooper, and so it gives us like 4 or 5 scoops because it's such a little scooper. But it's this size. Oh, that looks big on here, but it's actually pretty small. It's like a quarter cup or a little bit less. I don't know. I wish they'd all say what they were. Anyways, that was so good. And I thought for sure I'd gain weight, but I didn't. Pretty amazing. All right, so let's go ahead and mix in the banana puree. But I don't blend. I just banana's so easy. Turns into a puree just by smashing it. Just mix this all together. But I might have to wait for that mango to thaw a little bit. We're supposed to have snow this week. So I guess winter's going to reappear because we're having our potluck for our bicycle club. And the snow is supposed to come either the morning of or the night of our potluck. And we had to cancel it at Christmas because of the weather. We had that cold snap and we had a snowstorm and ice. So we might have to cancel again. Crazy, crazy weather. Pretty funny that, I'm riding my bike today and then in a couple of days there's supposed to be snow on the ground. Okay, get that nice and mixed up. And my system for probably, at least a year, until I went to True North, I was so cold and I just couldn't ride in the cold anymore. But since my fast at True North, I don't get it. It's either I don't get as cold or something shifted when I did that fast, or I'm wearing warmer clothes. I don't know. I'm always trying to find warm clothes, but I'm not higher. Wait a minute. Let me see if you're. Yeah. Well, I'm west of Seattle, across the Puget Sound, and I'm at sea level. I mean, that's why everything you see out there is water, because we're at the water. We're so low. When we have a king tide, we kind of chew our nails a little bit because the tide just comes right up on our lawn. Karen, you had bad weather last week. Oh, I guess we're getting the weather that you had. Jesse, you're dicing mushrooms, huh? Yeah, Gina, that darn California, You just don't get this. Well, you've had your share actually this year. Lots of rain. So let me see if this mango. No, that's still pretty frozen. I suppose I could stick it back in the microwave. Oh, it's coming apart. This is a mango that I chopped up a little while ago because all the mangoes were getting ripe. And then I just stick it in the freezer. Nothing wrong with that. This is going to be good. Hey, what am I doing this for? I'm going to have to share this with 4 other people. If I'd made it just for Steven and I, we each get 4 servings. So we get 8 servings out of this baby. But tonight, I bet you they'll eat it all. Well, I can make another one. This one really looks good, though, doesn't it, you guys? So it's mostly cherries and mango, just a little bit of pineapple I had to make it the weight be 2 pounds. Okay. Knows what to do. Listen to Chef AJ, and you can't go wrong. Chef Bravo's cooking. Oh my gosh, he is definitely a chef who wants to make things because he just has involved stuff. He's got a sunchoke soup that I bought. I saw sunchokes at Sprouts, so I went, oh, I'll make his soup, and I got him home, and I got a pound of sunchokes. But he uses 6 cups, and it looks like the pound of sunchokes is maybe 2 cups. So I'm going to go, I need to get some more when I go shopping this week, and I'll make it next week. Yeah, anybody interested in sunchoke soup? I can come on and make it. Hey, Jonathan, where's Carrie? I missed her. She's busy with. Okay, so that I'm going to cook right when when we sit down to eat, so that it'll come out nice and hot, and drippy, and yum, yum. Yes, Gina, I love cherry or mango or anything too. Actually, the Costco frozen mangoes can be really good, but sometimes they're not. They have to go through the mango non-season too. So they come and go, but they sure are good when they're ripe and fresh. That is for sure. Oh, Joyce J, really? I was wondering about that. So these are pumpkin chokes, sunchokes. I don't know if there's any difference, but I will, I'm going to try it. I know Melissa just raves about them. Raw Food Melissa. Okay, so I suppose we can get the muffins ready next. How about that? And then we'll do the salad. Okay, so I'm gonna blend up the dates, the milk, and the seeds, and then add the applesauce to it. You want me to mute you guys? Just don't let me forget to come back. Okay. We got this mixture. Then I need half a cup of applesauce. And I got that over here. I have frozen applesauce, and it's just cooked apples that I made in the freezer all the time, so I can just pull them out and defrost them. And then I have my applesauce. Hopefully I've got enough cornmeal. So we got our half a cup of applesauce. And we get a spatula. Roll up my sleeves here so I don't get. I should have my apron on. I always forget to put it on. And then I get crap all over myself. So did you guys watch the summit today? Wasn't Dr. Upland amazing? I just saw her this morning. Man, that girl was on fire this morning. And what I'll do is I'll just listen to it all through the night tonight, because we've got until 8 o'clock tomorrow to listen. I heard some of Dr. Furman's too. And it's just amazing all that everybody's still learning about this. And my gosh, summits are running around the clock, year round. It goes from one to another. So it's just amazing what they're doing. I mean, what dedication. There's so much commitment to helping all of us learn about this lifestyle and just all the illnesses that it's affecting. And you know, really, it takes losing our health to where we really stop and say, we got to do something. You know, we got to at least try this. I mean, that's what happened with Stephen and I. We're like, let's put this to the test, because when you actually, you know, it's because we turned 65 and we had insurance, because most of our life we've been self-employed with no insurance. I mean, it's, well, not only is it expensive, but I don't even know if I want to be treated by a conventional doctor, because I worked as a physical therapist and I saw what they did, and I didn't really have any interest in getting their treatments because I didn't see anything work. And it's so true that they just say, hey, you're just going to be on this for the rest of your life and you're never going to get better. I mean, I just can't even imagine how they even want to get into a field like that. Hey, Jesse, I like you. Remember to come back to us, Janet. I love it. Oh, well, tell Carrie I said hi, Jonathan. He says she's cutting up veggies for the kids to snack on. So Joyce J got 10 sunchoke tubers from her friend, and they've taken over 2 raised beds in the aisles. Oh, well, shoot, if I grow them, then maybe I'll do it in a pot or something. So, and are yours the Jerusalem artichokes, Joyce J, or are they sunflower chokes? Or did you already tell me? Sounds like bamboo. Is that also another one? Yeah, well, oh, okay. So, but yeah, bamboo is terrible. We used to have bamboo at our other house, and not that we planted, but it just got into everywhere, grew up into our deck, and we'd cut it all back, and it just come right back again. So we have bamboo floors in here, and that's really nice. It makes a nice bamboo floor. So you've got Jerusalem artichokes, Joyce J. Have you cooked them? Do you like them? Let's see. Okay, so cornmeal, oat flour, baking soda, baking powder, and I don't use any salt. So, all right, let me put this blender up so I've got some counter space. It's amazing how much counter space I've got, and I fill it all up. And it says sift. Does anybody sift anymore? I don't sift. Let me get a bowl here. Okay. So I got some corn flour. Mushroom and onion. So what are you making, Jesse? Ooh, Gina, what are you saying you had to retract? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll whisk, but I don't sift. Actually, there was a sifter left here from our other people, but it's so slow. I don't use it. All right, so got another half cup measure here. And half a cup corn. Coming up. Great. You gotta have corny corn muffins, you know what I mean? And then she says that she grinds the oats, but I don't see any reason to grind it. Do you? I'll just be doing it. So I'm not gonna. So it's a cup of oats, cup of cornmeal. Oops. All right, and then a teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of baking powder. So we got a teaspoon right here. So true. Hi, Mona. Oh, Mona. Hi, Mona. Hey, hey. So Joyce says, my husband was not interested in the sunchokes until he saw the price at the store. I have not cooked them up very often. But now that we're plant-based whole food, I'll use them more. Well, let me know what you do and how it goes. And if you have any recipe suggestions. Supposedly they're supposed to be really good raw. That's what Lissa does. And she eats them like a potato. I mean, they're her potatoes. So if they're any good, it'd be fun to work with them a little bit. All right. Now, mix this. And then we'll mix it in with the wet stuff. Whoops. And then maybe I'll be sorry I left them in the oats whole, but I don't know. I usually grind them, but I like stuff whole. I like stuff chewy. Like those chewy oat groats. Oh, they're so good. And oat groat milk, wonderful. Steven prefers it now. So, I don't know. Whole food just tastes so good. Why ruin it by processing it? My humble opinion. I don't know. Maybe it might not make as many muffins, huh? Yeah, we'll see. Or I might have to add a little fluid. But, sorry, guys. Oat groats are wonderful. Oh, I wasn't eating oat groats anymore because I was eating, big salads for breakfast. But with the reboot, I went to the vegetables for breakfast and then the oat groats for second breakfast. And I just eat them right away because of all the activity that I'm going to be doing. And I mix them with some more vegetables because I love Jonathan's savory oats. Jonathan and Carrie. So there we go. We got muffin mix. And I'm gonna have to get more cornmeal this week. So I'll get the. Oh wait, we gotta have the corn. Can't forget that. That's the best part is these chunks of kernels in the muffins. We love them. There we go. All right. We got mega dishes here. They're piling up. The sorcerer's broom or the sorcerer's. What is that one that Walt Disney where he has a broom and he's sweeping up and then more and more brooms come along and he gets overwhelmed with brooms. And dancing. Yeah, right. Put my oats away, make room for other things. Steven's working on my bathroom vanity. Pretty soon I can show you my bathroom vanity. And then he's going to start on the kitchen drawers. So that's pretty exciting. Let's see. I need a muffin pan. Ta-da! See, I don't think I want to. Well, yeah, maybe I will. Pretty soon. I'll do the salad, then I'll cook the muffins. So. Ooh, so habanero salsa and used almond apple butter instead of applesauce. Ooh, what a good idea. That would be delicious. I tell ya. We are foodies, girls. That is for sure. Don't you think? Yeah, this is spreading around just fine. Can you hear Edgar working out on our deck? He's taken out half the deck and, getting ready to put in the extension for our master bedroom. Boy, that guy works fast. He's amazing. But then next week he's got to go work for somebody else all week, so we'll have to wait till he can come back. But he's so good when he's here that he'll get her done. And, what do we care? We got running water and electricity and working toilets. And after last year, we appreciate any little thing, I'll tell you. And every little thing. We're very grateful for our homestead here. Okay. I don't know. I think we got some muffins here, girls. Yummy. Look at that. I think those will do just fine. Maybe I'll go ahead and preheat the oven. I know that it takes them 20 minutes. And they're a little bit smaller, but they were so good last week. And I know Emma loves these. She's got to go to a GI specialist, but none of them around here know anything. All they know are drugs, and it's just so disappointing to go to the doctor, and we know more than they do, and everybody's overweight except for us. I go in there, and the staff, my heart goes out to them because they're just huge. The girls working behind the desk, and there's probably half a dozen of them, and then my doctor's heavy, and man, crazy. I'm so lucky. So lucky. Okay. So those are ready. How about that, huh? So we'll put these near the oven. See, 10 after 4, and everybody's coming around 6. So now I got greens. But I got no wooden bowl. Maybe next month. Well, March 17th, I might be getting a wooden bowl, but am I using rolled oats? Oh, I used rolled oats in the muffins, and I used rolled oats in the cobbler top. But when I eat breakfast, I like oat groats, when you're eating a good serving of them. But, oat groats are not cooked, whereas rolled oats are. So I think rolled oats work better in these recipes. Am I the only vegan? No. No, actually, Charlie and Carol went to True North and fasted. And since then, they also try to be vegan, SOS free, whole food. So there's 2 more. Then Chris, he's vegan, still eats processed food. And once in a while, he loves fish fry. So he might eat a piece of fried fish. So, And, he'll eat potatoes and drink beer and stuff like that. And then Emma actually is having some issues right now with reflux. So she's been advised to eat very tiny amounts. So she's eating higher calorie density, but she's tiny. She weighs maybe 100 pounds, and that's it. And Steven's vegan with me. And, like when we do potlucks, it's all vegan, and they'll write down their recipes. They'll write down the ingredients so that all of us know, we're all in our 60s and 70s and 80s. And so everybody's got dietary restrictions. So we all need to know what's in the food and what we need to avoid and what we can eat. Oat groats in your burgers, Karen, instead of rolled oats. Well, if you try it, let me know. Oh, they do work in burgers. Jesse, do you have to cook them first? Do you put them raw in the burgers? I know. Hey, Jesse, if you want cooked oat groats, just cooked oat groats. Susanna told me this, to take 3 cups of oat groats and 10 cups of water and put them in the Instant Pot for 10 minutes and then just let them naturally release and just let them sit in there for hours. And over hours, they soak up all that water, and it just makes this wonderful, wet, chewy oat groat. So I love them. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that would make sense that if you cooked them, they'd work just fine in a burger, just like, leaving the rice out and putting the oat groats in. Yeah. Hey, Stephanie! Wow. The gang's all here. Isn't it fun? I love it. Okay. So I'm making a salad now, guys. So what am I going to put it in? Oh, I know. I'll use a glass bowl. Here we go. I got a curly one, or I got a solid one. This I usually use it more. Well, I'll use it. It's pretty. Why not? So I've got arugula. Got to have that. I love it. And then I got some different kales. And I got some spinach. Do a mix of greens here. Well, I'm not going to be able to chop it in this thing. I'm going to have to chop it on a cutting board, and then I'll switch it to there. Bake 20 minutes at 375. Should be able to remember that, but I probably won't. Yeah, let's go ahead and chop these up a little bit, because I got my mezzaluna. Where is it? Keep the fingers clear. This thing works really well. I love it. And I love the smell of the greens. Oh, I got a whole bunch of seeds for planting. And I've never really bought seeds like this before. So it's going to be exciting to see how I do. But I'll share with you what I got. Got some kale. Let me grab them. These are my seeds. Fedco, I hear, is a really good place. You can get heirloom, open pollinated. So I got arugula. I got Brussels sprouts. I got bull's blood beet. We love beets. Coral carrot. Summer squash. Zucchini. Cabbage. Red cabbage and green cabbage. And 2 kinds of kale. Oops. So that ought to keep me busy. Wait a second. I lost my last. Would you please talk about your True North experience? Sure. When was I there? We went there at the end of November, just after Thanksgiving, just after we got back from Australia. And the first day, they wanted us to wait and go ahead and eat the food that Chef Bravo made. We thought we were going to start fasting right in the morning, but they said, go ahead and eat and wait until you go to the doctor. And we had Dr. Varesh. And we didn't have an appointment with her. It was really busy. So we didn't have an appointment with her until that next afternoon. So we went ahead, and that morning, the second morning we were there after we checked in the first day. We went ahead and started fasting, and we told them we were going to do that. And we weren't sick or anything, so they said, okay. Well, they didn't say okay. They said, you really should wait until you see your doctor. They have to cover their butts too. So we just went ahead and started. And when we saw her that afternoon, we just let her know that we'd already started. Because we wanted to, we only had so many days there. So and of course, we thought we were going to fast the whole 10 days, even though we were already pretty skinny. Well, we were skinny. We didn't have any weight to lose. But some people are there. Most people, they don't go there for weight loss. I mean, it's a terrible way to lose weight. It's more for health. So the really thin people might fast for who knows how long, 40 days if they need to, if they're really sick and they need to do that. So anyways, they take such good care of you, Joyce J, because 4 times a day, people come and check on you, take your pulse, listen to your heart on one of them, ask you how you're doing, ask you how much water you're drinking, and, tell you don't really take a shower, can't brush your teeth. You pretty much just hang out in your room and sleep, although it's really fun to talk to the other inmates there because, we're all going through the same thing. And everybody's in different stages of their fast. So it's really just, it's fun listening to everybody's story. It's so cool. So I lasted for 5 days and I lost 11 pounds in 5 days. I was shocked that I lost. It's just amazing how I can lose weight now. And so that took me down to 105 pounds. And, I was below BMI, and Angela says I should have kept on going, but I was dizzy. I didn't want to go downstairs. I was weak. And I thought, I just wanted to experience the whole thing, and I didn't need to do anything heroic or anything. So, I just went ahead and got on broth. And I thought, well, I'll get on broth and I'll do broth and see if I can at least get through the 5th day. And so I did. And I did make it through the 5th day. And then on the 6th day, I went ahead and had some juice. And oh my gosh, that just felt so good to get some juice in me. And I thought, you know what? I'll stay on juice. It's almost harder on juice because you get hungry when you're on juice. But I thought I'm going to go ahead and juice until Stephen wants to start refeeding, because that's what you do when you refeed. The first day is with juice, and they give you juice like every couple of hours, which is really fun. And the first juice was watermelon and celery, and oh my gosh, it's manna from heaven. It's so good. And also they said they were going to give me juice, and then no juice was coming. And, once realize that you can have it, you want it. So I was calling, and then that juice started coming, and I was getting extra juice, and I was drinking all of it. So, but they straightened it out by the end of that day. But I think I got like 8 juices that day instead of 4, either 6 or 8. But oh, it tasted so good. And then Steven decided to go ahead and start juicing the next day. So I juiced that second day with him, and then we just continued on into the refeed. And because we'd only fasted for 5 days and 6 days, we didn't take long to refeed. We just needed 3 days to refeed. And so like in the morning, we started on raw vegetables. The afternoon, we went to steamed vegetables. Then the next day, we went to potatoes, starchy vegetables, and then grains, and then beans, and that's it, huh? Yeah. Yeah, non-starchy vegetables, starchy vegetables, fruit. You can always have fruit. I mean, once you start eating the raw veggies, you can have raw fruit too. And of course, it's all right there at the salad bar. And then across from all the raw stuff are the steamed greens and the starchy vegetable and the grains and the beans and soup. So by the third day, we were eating everything again. And I went right back to 116. I mean, I didn't weigh myself right away, but that was good. I mean, 116 is really light for me. So 105 was really, really light. I mean, my gosh, that was amazing. I mean, I was underweight. I've never been underweight before in my life. So the people were wonderful. We watched Chef Bravo cook. We watched Mariko cook. He's the sous chef. And they're just so animated. I saw Dr. Goldhammer speak, and Dr. Varesh did a talk, and she was on fire when she was talking. And you can either watch from up in your room, which my husband likes to do, Stephen, but I like to go down and meet with people and say hello and, hear stories, because we gather and chat before and after, and there's an immediate camaraderie because we're all there for the same reason. So it was a wonderful experience. I would do it again. I truly would do it again. I loved it. So is that what you wanted to know, Joyce J? No, juicing and refeeding are just part of the whole thing. If you fast for 10 days, you refeed for 5, and the juice and the food are just all part of it. In fact, when you're not eating, they get paid the daily rate, and you're not even eating anything. Did anyone have their dog with them? Not that I saw, Gina, but I was only there for 8 days, so that's a good question. Absolutely, everything gets mashed in the blood. What do you mean, Jesse? Wait, you're talking to Karen. Oh, okay, way up there. What are you making, Karen? Half a cup of walnuts, mushrooms, can of boxed soybeans, black soybeans, half a cup of onions and carrots each. Oh, I missed what the recipe was, and it's hidden now. Okay. Okay. Oh, burgers. Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, no, Joyce J, it's like $150 a day for each person, no matter what. They cover everything. You have to pay extra if you need blood work, but and there might be other things too. But it just was also, you feel so well cared for. It was wonderful. And when we left early, because we didn't make it our 10 days, so we were going to fast for 10 days and refeed for 5. And so when we didn't make it, they gave us a full refund for the days that we weren't there. So they're just high class people all the way. Okay, so I got a bowl full of greens, and then I've got some chopped up veggies that I got some beets and radishes here. I'll go ahead and throw those in. And these beets are just raw. And I got some more cut up veggies. And in here I've got fennel, I've got daikon, I've got carrot, I've got scallions, and I got red pepper. So you can't go wrong there. And that looks pretty good. What do you think? I think I'm going to put a few strawberries in there. Oh, and some cabbage. And, of course, broccoli sprouts. Gotta have that. So, I've got some red cabbage here. I always like putting some red cabbage in. All right. Wouldn't it be something to have a red cabbage in your garden where you can just walk out and pick it and add it to the salad? That just seems like it'd be so cool. But, you know, I'm just starting this back to Eden method this year. And so who knows what'll happen. I mean, it can take a couple of years for your soil to really get its nutrients back and be able to ward off bugs and weeds and stuff. So I'm just going to take it as it comes and see what happens. I'm not going to have any expectations because I think a lot of people do, and then they're so disappointed they give up. But I think, you know, something worth doing is worth giving a little bit of time. So I'm going to give it the time. And I got this fella right, you know, within bicycling almost to my house. So I'm going to go up and ask him questions. I think I'll just do a few strawberries because they've been so tasty lately. I'm just giving them a rinse. And let's give this a little bit of a toss. Mix it in a little bit. Doesn't that look good? Let's see what you guys are saying. The dressing. Well, I've got a cranberry dressing that I just love. I just put the right amount of ginger in it and spice, you know, like jalapeno. And so it's got a little bit of a kick with that ginger flavoring. Oh, and then the cranberry. It's so good. So I'm going to have that with it. And then what about her yummy sauce? Yummy sauce is so easy to make. And that's really good. It's a lot of garlic. So the lemon poppy seed is good. Yeah, I only made that once. Yeah, and hummus. Yeah, I had hummus at lunch today. Stephen made hummus, and so I dipped my carrot and celery in it, and oh, it was so good. Yes, the cranberry ginger. You know, I did it on one of my YouTubes has my cranberry dressing. Oh, my interview with AJ at the end. I make the cranberry dressing. Yeah, I water down the hummus when I'm going to put it on dressing. Yes. And I make Chef AJ's barefoot dressing. I have that. I'm going to be serving that tonight too. And what I do is instead of all that balsamic vinegar, I use a half a cup of balsamic, a half a cup of apple cider vinegar, and a half a cup of rice vinegar. So that cuts way down on the calories. And then I don't use nutritional yeast in it because you really don't need it. And that's a lot of nutrition, a whole cup of nutritional yeast she puts in it. Sometimes I'll put a tablespoon or two, but even without anything, it's fine. Was your interview on FFO or the live show? Well, on both. The one on FFOF was in November of 2021. And then I did another one, I think in the spring of 22. And then I just interviewed with her for the reboot. So I've got it actually in the show notes down below here. I've got the link to it. And you can just put in, well, hopefully that link works. Let me know if it doesn't, Jesse. But you can put Chef AJ and Janet, Aunt Paul Ricky, or just use that link. It should be down below there. I wonder if I can see. Can I see down below in the show notes? I don't know. I don't know how to get there when I'm live. Can anybody see show notes down there? And can you see where I put the link? Oh, great. Thanks, Jen. Okay, so you see it, Jesse? I'm assuming you do. By all means. Okay. I also have a cranberry relish on my interview with her. I make the cranberry relish first, which I adore, and then I make the dressing. And of course, the dressing, because I eat salad every day, it's just, I put it on my salad every day. Although we go through the relish pretty quick too, because we love cranberries. And they're so good for your kidneys. I figure all that torture we put them through eating all that meat. Now, the least I can do is help my kidneys out a little bit. Ooh, sorry. Okay, so I'm just chopping, slice some strawberries here. Hopefully not slice me, and just line the bowl with them. Like so. Like so. Go over well, don't you guys? Yeah. How about that? And then top it off with sprouts. I'll just put a little, and then they can add more sprouts if they want. Okay. So we got our salad. We got our soup. We got our cobbler ready to go in the oven. And then we got our muffins. And then I'll make some, maybe I'll bake potatoes and have some rice. Oh, okay. Well, you should be able, for my talk with Amy, if you just put in Be Green with Amy, I should add that link. Thanks for reminding me. But if you put Be Green with Amy and Janet, Aunt Paul Ricky, it should come up. Because I know I've looked it up before. Let me see here. We can try that. Be Green with Amy and Janet, Aunt Paul Ricky. Stay compliant on a plant-based diet. So how do I give? Oh, I can put it in the show note, in the chat. I will put it in the chat. Here you go. There it is. Am I up buffering again? I don't know why that's going on. Well, maybe everybody's on the internet or something, because I am kind of in a not a cove, but I'm on a little point, and I'm in the backwoods kind of. Oh, I got to send this to you guys. Sorry about that. Okay, that's my Be Green with Amy interview. I was real busy that in December there. I was with Zena, and then I was with Amy, and then I was with Chef AJ, and then I was doing my own little YouTubes, and my head was spinning. Well, I don't, Jesse, how can it be all your internet connections, but not mine? That's it's probably more that it's mine. Okay. Ooh, can Thomas make a cranberry California balsamic? Wouldn't that be something? Jeez. Stephanie, did you get that link? Oh, you got it. Okay, good. All right. Well, do you see these dishes now? I got to do all those dishes and get ready for company. And I got plenty of time. I got an hour and a half. So once I get the dishes done, I'll start cooking. Oh, and I should put the potatoes in before the muffins, because it'll be nice to have the muffins. Well, the muffins do have to cool. So maybe I'll go ahead and turn my Breville on. Did you guys hear, if you don't unplug your Breville, apparently somebody's Breville started on fire or something. So be careful of these Breville's. They're powerful machines. I had no idea. So 375. And we're going to give it 20 minutes. And we'll let this baby preheat. And then you can't really see the things, the glare isn't letting you see the numbers. Okay. So thank you so much for joining me, everybody. This is so much fun. Oh, good, Stephanie. I unplug everything too, because that's scary. And the same thing happened, I think, with a basket air fryer. So, geez, dangerous stuff. So I'll be back, because after I go shopping, I'm going to get all the stuff for the mint julep. We still have to do the mint julep. And I haven't done mustard yet, because I have so much mustard, I don't need any more. But with summer, I do a lot more mustard recipes, so it will be coming. Oh, thanks, Jesse. So I'll see you guys next time, I hope, because it's really fun when you guys come join me. And have a good night, a good Saturday night. And I'll talk to you later, okay? Maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Weekends are good because everybody else isn't on. All right, here I go. I hate to say goodbye, but I got to say goodbye.